technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go play action. Mariota. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Mariota. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now the Iowa State product. It's Kene Nwangu. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Play action now, Mariota. Got a man open, it's Tyler Higbee.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
On play action, Mariota. Flush to his right. Shoves him away. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. To throw is Mariota. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Play fake. Mariota. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the give is Nwangu. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Handoff here to Nwangu. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Faking the give, now Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the 2nd one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, it's Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Murray. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Steps away to his left. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays. Second and 1 from the 2. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. From the gun, Mariota. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now Watson. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Touchdown, Washington! Deshaun Watson with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs. First and 10 after roughing the passer. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Curl. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
On second down, it's Gibson, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. Here's Tressway now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He gets it complete to Harris. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide, usually going to pick up a holding call.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Mariota now. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big play there on the screen pass.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, 54 yards. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and through. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Fournette. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Leonard Fournette punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Point after, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he will find his man Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Gibson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Bobby Brown on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 18.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. Mariota on first down. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Mariota. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jacob Harris there to make the grab. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, you know, they're still very much in the driver's seat, but this second half, this offense has not looked as crisp as the first half, and now with a touchdown that just happened against them, I don't know, things a little more interesting right now.
And so often in games, we talk about a defense picking up for their offense. I think in this case, this offense needs to pick up for their defense. Let them get some rest on the sidelines now since they just gave up a score. And as you noted, they need to get that crispness back from the first half. They need a big drive here.
On the run is Nwangu, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This will be caught by Brown. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Washington. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that...
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Now the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Eluding the pressure right. And Woods has it complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And this one's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Throwing is Mariota. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
With the score where it is, this was probably going to be 4-down territory if they didn't convert there. But what a nice job of working his way open, making sure he secured the cat.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Cam Akers,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Flush to his right. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Throwing now, Watson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Faking the give. Now Watson. Murray has the first down and more. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 35 yards. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Let's just be frank, they're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.